What I saw in my grandparents' kitchen changed the way I see love forever. Growing up, I didn't think my grandparents were in love. They had been married for 65 years, but they never acted romantic. No sweet nicknames, no long hugs, no I love you. They were quiet and polite with each other, like two people who had simply gotten used to sharing the same space. When I was 15, I spent the summer at their house. One morning, I came downstairs early and stopped when I heard soft sounds in the kitchen. My grandma was sitting at the table reading the newspaper. My grandpa brought her a plate of eggs and toast and set it down gently. Then he brushed her hair back and rested his hand on her head. She looked up at him, and her whole face softened. Her hands were shaking a little. Without saying anything, he picked up her fork, cut her food into small pieces, and fed her slowly. She didn't look embarrassed. She looked safe. After a few bites, she touched his wrist softly, and he leaned down and kissed her forehead. It wasn't dramatic. It was natural, like this was something they had done for years when no one was watching. I quietly went back upstairs so they wouldn't know I saw. After that morning, I started noticing everything. He warmed her slippers before she woke up. She folded his clothes even when her hands hurt. They always sat close enough for their knees to touch. Their love wasn't loud, but it was steady. Later that summer, I found out he had heart problems. They hadn't told the family yet. One night, I heard her whisper, "I don't want to leave you alone." He held her hands and said, "You won't." That was when I realized they were carrying their fear quietly, just like everything else. While cleaning their attic, I found old letters from when he was away at war. In one, he wrote, "I know I came home different. Thank you for loving me anyway." My grandma told me there was a time she almost left because he was distant and angry after the war. But one night she looked at him sleeping and saw how broken he was, so she stayed. They also lost their first baby during that time, a son who lived only 3 days. That's when we learned love is a choice, she told me. When my grandpa passed away 2 years later, my grandma didn't cry at the funeral. But that night, I saw her sitting at the kitchen table with 2 cups of coffee and 2 plates. Her hands shook as she cut her toast into small pieces. Then she stopped and whispered, "I don't know how to eat without him." That's when I understood. Love isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's an old man cutting eggs into small pieces. Have you ever witnessed a private family moment that completely changed how you see someone you love?